Hey all, welcome to the CIOPCC and this week's Top 10. Last couple of weeks when we've done the Top 10s, we've been looking at Top 10 series, action figure series from particular companies. We did Palisades, we did Mezco, I think we did McFarlane, didn't we? So this week we're going to do NECA. Now, let's start with talking about the name. Yes, I know most people these days say Neca. I realize this, but I also realized, having been there at the very beginning when they were doing nothing but bobbleheads and ashtrays, that they were originally, as we know, the National Entertainment Collectibles Association preferred to be called NECA. I'm sure there's a couple of reasons. First, NECA is ugly. It's a terrible name. Secondly, and I don't mean to offend the company that does have it, but somebody already has that name. They make cookies and crackers, NECCA, NECA. So I'm betting they really wanted to avoid that kind of confusion as well. So, call it NECA, call it NECA, I don't care. You call whatever makes you feel happy. They gave up trying to correct people, and I'm certainly not going to try to correct people. Don't try to correct me. Now, top 10. Number 10 is right here in front of us. Pirates of the Caribbean. They did a wonderful job with these. Some of these in this line are also from a couple other companies. Several people did 7-inch scale figures, but NECA, I think, did the best job with them. And there's a nice 12-inch Davy Jones. They did some changes in scale as well. They even did some really cool play sets. Like over here, we can see zombie versions, Jack and Barbossa. So yeah, they did a really nice job. There's one back in there. You can see what the clamshells look like with that Cannibal Jack that I still have carded. So that's number 10. Now, the reason I said Harry Potter there, it was because that's number 9. I bet you guys don't even remember their Harry Potter line. But NECA has done a ton of stuff over the last 20 years, 25 years. And this line they did for Harry Potter, I think, is one of their better. They got very deep again with the line, lots of secondary characters, and they did a really nice job with it. They did a couple of different scales again as well, including, of course, the quarter scale Harry. But it's that 7-inch scale that I really like. That's number 9. Number 8, you're all going to know because it's a much newer series. I wish they'd gone deeper with this one. So if we'd gotten something like Harry Potter. Back to the Future. Now, we did get a nice assortment, though. I am happy with what we got so far. Key characters, sadly. None of the lady characters, none of the girls. But we got a decent assortment, and this is going to get me into the number 8 spot. Had we gotten more, they probably would have moved up a couple of spots. The number 7 spot is another one they don't do anymore. But Nightmare Before Christmas. Another one that they weren't really deep with. Diamond Select picked this license up after them, and you'll actually see a few of those mixed in there. But this line that NECA did was terrific. Again, lots of really cool characters from the show. Well worth the number 7 spot. The number 6 spot, they kind of shared this license with McFarlane. McFarlane did a bunch of this stuff too. And that would be Aliens and Predator. Now, I know the two of them really don't belong mixed in together. If I had to pick one, it would be hard. I always tend to stick Aliens and Predators together because it just way it always worked in the 80s. We just always thought of them together. So I'm going to stick them together here. But they did a really nice job with what they have released, and they continue to release with both characters. So they're going to get my number 6 spot. Number 5, another line I wish they'd gone deeper, but they still did pretty good. Planet of the Apes. They covered the old movies. They covered the new stuff. They did a pretty good job. Now, Hiya Toys has done some of the new apes too. Star Ace has even done some in 6 scale. But the work by NECA is a standout for me. That's number 5. Now we're really cranking down in there. We're going to get into the top 4 here. And we're going to get a little bit more horror, which you would expect. In their Ultimates line, they do all kinds of stuff, but they've really done a great job with the clowns from It. Pennywise in his various versions. You can see those balloons never like to stay up straight. But they've done so many of these, so many different versions. They've done a really nice job with them. And they've done both of the types, both the Tim Curry and the more modern one. As a matter of fact, over here, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I thought I had their Pennywise in the sewer down there, hiding that back. There he is, hiding back behind Puppet from Saw. So, there you go. There's number 4. Number 3 is way down here. This is a brand new line. Still adding to this line. I'm actually looking for Detective Broadway right now. And that would be Gargoyles. The old line was great. This line is much better. See, we got plenty all mixed in here. They've done lots of releases. We got a few flying up here on the ceiling. So yeah, I'm really happy with this line. I've got the one I'm still looking for right now. And I'm hoping we get some more after that. Number 2, another one of those lines they've gone really deep with. And I've tried to stay complete with. Gremlins. Whole bunch of them. As a matter of fact, I think I've got a favorite collection video out there somewhere. I'll have to double check. If I don't, I should be making one. Because this is a really terrific collection. Lots of cool stuff. There at the top, we have a few carded ones, including that one that they did with the autograph. We've got the bat hanging from the ceiling. We've got the spider down here. One of the greatest figures they've ever done. So yeah, number 2 spot. But you know what my number 1 is. Come on. Universal Monsters. They've done a marvelous job with that. We've got a couple more we know are coming. We've got the Monsterizer, which is super cool. Flip the switch. Say, flip the switch once, and the little dials light up. Flip the switch twice, and they had the little face lamps with lights on. Flip it 3 times, everything lights up, and then you flip it that 4th time, and you get the flashing lights. Sound would have been nice too, but you know. So yeah, their Universal Monsters is a standout if you're wondering where the Mummy's at. He's over on this side with the Mummy playset, along with the Wolfman. So there you go. That's number 1. So there's my top 10 NECA action figure series. One of these days I'll get actually around to doing the individual figures as well that I consider my top 10 favorite NECA figures. Until Wednesday when we do another favorite collection, make sure you subscribe and have a great collecting week.